On a given Sunday, I thought to speak about AI, current Indian economy, and its future implication. Now, this is three-part: AI, current Indian economy, and the future implication. So, first, let me break down the current Indian economy and how it is shaping up. If you ask any kid on the street, what is India's GDP growth? 7.7%, 7.8%. Inflation is still under control. Uh, since last week, the price of crude oil is slightly down. So it's awesome. The macro picture is awesome, right? But even if we peel off a couple of layers, the problem with Indian economy and the global economy is the trend is same, is massive wealth accumulation. Top 1% of India's wealth accumulator consists of 40% of net personal wealth. Top 1%, they accumulate 40% of India's net personal wealth. As compared to China, which is 32%, US 36%, Brazil exactly 40%, Mexico exactly 40%, Russia a whopping 49%. Now, if I could take resort to a classical theory of Engels' pause, now with the fear of I might sound like a leftist, because my surname also indicate a bit inclination toward leftism, but actually I'm not. Those who know me, they know me. I'm a dead against of any sort of a socialism or leftism. Now, coming back to Engels' pause, the economic phenomena, where Engels says when wealth of a nation grows, which is in means of a GDP, per capita income also grows, but the wage of the population, the wage of the worker stands still or it's degrow. The whole phenomena is termed as Engels' pause. I feel India or the whole global macroeconomy is going through such a phase. Due to, economic theory, as we know, R is greater than G, where the return from capital is greater than country's growth, return of employed capital, which is R, and country's growth, which may be a GDP growth, is G. When R is greater than G, then this kind of a wealth accumulation and the wealth accumulator compounding effect has been exponentially high. That is what we have been seeing in India, even in US, Brazil, Mexico, even in China. Typically a capitalist, communist kind of a state, God knows who they are, but it is also accumulating highly. So if you observe is top 1% India's wealth creator constitute 40% of the net personal wealth. The bottom 50% is what is continuously shrinking. The middle 50%, I beg your pardon. The bottom 10% is stagnant and slightly improved. In India particularly, there has been a tremendous amount of poverty alleviation has been happened due to various state government social schemes. My current state Maharashtra, Ladli Ben, Ladli Bai, my home state West Bengal, Annapurna Bhandar, Lakshmi Bhandar, various kind of a social scheme. But the middle class, the middle 50% wealth creator is shrinking decades after decades. Their wages are not increasing, double taxation, the scenario is pretty pathetic. And again, I'm not saying this is only in the case of India. The same trend we have been observing in China, USA. So overall, macro picture looks pretty good. Fundamentals look good, but there are a lot of micro level schism that we need to fix. Now, part of AI, and why I initially started with the current Indian economy because we will, connect two dots. Now the AI phenomena. Okay, so we thought AI will be the next IT services and solutions phenomena of India, where a farmer sold his land, his harvesting land, and with this money, after selling, this money, he managed to, compel his elder son, or at least first two son, to get a BTech degree in computer science, no matter whether from IIT or whether from any third graded private college, so that his son can get a job in Infosys, Wipro, TCS, Accenture, Cogni, IBM, right? So AI will be a new opportunity, but it's not, right? So last 2 to 3 years, what is my observation of AI and how I depict AI? Now, no doubt about it, AI has increased the productivity, right? AI has improved the efficiency. But has AI generated a huge demand? So let's say if a company achieves a 10x productivity, has that same company achieved a 10x demand in whatever services or software he sells? It's not. So as a consequence of which, when your demand is not increasing at par with your productivity, job cut is on the roll, right? Because your demand is not increasing. Your demand is standstill. It's stagflation or stagnation, whatever economic term we may call it. But you are improving your productivity. Earlier, if you require 3 to maybe 30 sales guy, now you can do this with a 20 sales guy. 50 marketing team, now we can cut it down to 20, 25 people marketing team, right? So similarly, this has been happening, and the root cause of it is, many people may argue that actual root causes has got nothing to do with productivity or revenue, uh, you know, uh, lack of revenue growth, but it's actually huge of AI setup, AI infrastructure capital employed. Maybe that's true, and it is true, but let me not jump the gun immediately with that. So, what is my observation with, 3 to 4 years of usage of AI and AI led economy, at least in the, IT, technologies, product and services area? So this is what is happening. Demand is not growing. Big players, very except there are of course always there is exception, but the big players are investing humongously into AI infrastructure. Look, AI infrastructure requires huge data, massive computational capability. That's also part of your AI infrastructure, and large capital. Now, these companies, so the Google of the world, the Microsoft of the world, the Meta, the Amazon of the world, even the Oracle, they are investing massive capital. Their capex is, 2 to 5x of their revenue. Now, any novice finance student will say, are you insane? You're investing 5x capital of your revenue. It's insane. But they are doing it. Don't they know business? Are they smarter than I am or any novice finance student? But why they are doing it? When the we many projection of ROC, return of capital employed, is abysmally low, because again AI is not enhancing the market demand. So why they are investing it? Well, conspiracy theorists are saying it's a land grabbing, it's infrastructure based. It's again kind of a dumping. So, for example, just to again say something, the amount of land they require, the amount of water they require, the amount of electricity they require, they are outsourcing that part to country like India, Taiwan, China. They're not doing the same with a high cost in USA. And when the ground level water in India, it's again a global phenomena, particularly where I stay currently in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, the ground level water is, decreasing down year by year. the amount, due to the high level computation, the amount of water it requires, there will be huge water scarcity in Mumbai and Vizag in other parts of India. The amount of electricity requires, the available may not be available even US, and the cost of availing that will be very high. But the outcome of those computational, the IP, the intellectual property rights will remain in the US companies. Many people are raising their eyebrows. So again, the cut short the story is that the AI is not going to be a typically IT services phenomena where five smart brain of Infosys they have created based out of Bangalore, and Wipro, a lot of other tech services company based on the, uh, low grade, low priced computer software engineer technology per hour cost basis they have outsourced. AI not going to be the same. Now, in order to save your job, in order to be in the market, what you need to be, have to be exceptionally well. Don't waste your time learning various other language, learning coding. I'm sorry, but it's a fact. I'm a computer science grad. We, C, C++, Java, SQL Server, God knows what all this. Oops, object-oriented programming system, right? You don't require that. You require to know your business operation in and out. Now, it will be a solid bouncer. It's like a solid bouncer, like a Joel Garner kind of a bouncer to the freshers. A college grad who knows nothing about any sort of a business, how can you expect a lot of domain authority in either supply chain or a marketing operation or a financial services, right? It's a huge challenge for them, but you have to be. Your MBA course curricula, your education, graduation, graduation level course curricula has to have it. Now, the implication towards that, look, as I told, the good part of it is lot of Indian tech giants or Indian business giants are jumping into the AI led based on the data sovereignty. Now we all know that data is the new gold, right? And you got to maintain your data, your country's data, your localized data as a sovereign asset. Now, I have been listening to Akash Ambani's AGM that the Geo has planned to invest hugely into enterprise AI. Same goes for HCL Tech. Recently invested in a India-based, unsung hero called Sarvam. I think $120 million or some large investment HCL Tech has done into Sarvam, which is absolutely India-based AI. Now, many companies, they are, Adani Group also wants to invest heavily into AI. It's a late entry of Indian enterprises, but at least they're entering into it. But again and again will be hugely a job creation phenomena like the IT services we have experienced. No, it won't be. It will never be. So that's the bad side of it. Now, again, a lot of challenges, and to fix the Indian economic schism, AI can play a pivotal role. But will it be with the help of huge amount of job creation even in near future? No, that's not going to happen. And to retain in the job market, one has to be phenomenally well. If I take the correct, metaphorically, if I say, now Seth Godin's The Purple Cow, you have to be a purple cow in order to remain in the job market of AI-led economy. Thank you. Thanks very much.